Okay. We're presenting the nominees and award today for Best Short Story. Getting the award or even being a nominee is a huge honor. The Best Short Story is really about the story itself and the meanings and morals within them. The characters and author play big roles in accepting this award. Now here's Josh announcing the first nominee.
The first nominee for Best Short Story is Thank You Ma'am, written by Langston Hughes. This story is well written and shows young kids that you don't have to steal to get what you want. You may have to work for it, but you'll never have to steal. Roger, you go to the sink and wash your face, said the woman, whereupon she turned him loose. At last, Roger looked at the door, looked at the woman, looked at the door, and went to the sink. Let the warm water run until it gets warm, she said. Here's a clean towel. You gonna take me to jail? Asked the boy bending over the sink. Not with that face. I would not take you nowhere, said the woman. Here I am trying to get home to cook me a bite to eat, and you snatched my pocketbook. Maybe you ain't been to supper either. Late as it be. Have you? There's nobody at my house, said the boy. Then we'll eat, said the woman. I believe you're hungry, or been hungry, to try and snatch my pocketbook. Here's Teresa reading the second nominee.
The second nominee for Best Short Story is The Interlopers, written by Saki. This short story represents a feud between two different kinds of people just over some land. This short story has the best moral of all because it shows how enemies realize that they could have been really great friends if they had put the conflict behind them. Now a passage from the book. Neighbor, he said presently, do as you please. If your men come first, it was a fair compact. But as for me, I've changed my mind. If my men are the first to come, you shall be the first to be helped, as though you were my guest. We have quarreled like devils all our lives over this stupid strip of forest, where the trees can't even stand upright in a breath of wind. Lying here tonight thinking, I've come to think we've been rather fools. There are better things in life than getting the better of a boundary dispute. Neighbor, if you will help me bury the old quarrel, I will ask you to be my friend. Spoken by Yuri Pond graduates.
Okay. The third nominee for Best Short Story is The Scarlet Ibis, written by James Hurst. This story has the best use of symbolism. Like the title says, the Scarlet Ibis is found dead in the backyard of Doodle's house. This is used as foreshadowing for what's coming next, which is Doodle's death. When Doodle is dead, he is symbolizing the Scarlet Ibis. I'm going to read a passage that best represents this. Woo! At that moment, the bird began to flutter, but the wings were uncoordinated in a mid-much, flapping in a spray of flying feathers. It tumbled down, bumping through the limbs of the bleeding tree and landing at our feet with a thud. Its long, graceful neck jerked twice into an S, then straightened out, and the bird was still. A white veil came over the eyes, and a long, white beak unhinged. Its legs were crossed, and its claw-like feet were delicately curved at rest. Even death does not mar its grace, for it lay on the earth like a broken vase of rough flowers, and we stood around it, awed by its exotic beauty. Now here's Teresa again announcing your very last nominee.
Woo!
Fourth nominee for Best Short Story goes to The Most Dangerous Game, written by Richard Kahn, for its great use of intensity and brilliant plot. In this story, Rainsford has an encounter with a psycho hunter that hunts people for his own entertainment. The significance in this story is that Rainsford was the only one to survive with his great instincts and surviving ability. Now a passage from the story. Life is for the strong to be loved by the strong, and if need be, taken by the strong. The weak of the world were put here to give the strong pleasure. I am strong. Why should I not use my gift? If I wish to hunt, why should I not? I hunt the scum of the earth, sailors from trap ships, Lascars, blacks, Chinese, whites, mongrels, A thoroughbred horse or a hound is worth more than a score of them.
And the award goes to, for being awesome and inspirational. Here to accept the award herself is Miss Luella Bates Washington. Woo!
Thank you guys very much for this award. The biggest thing I learned doing this story is that if you help a kid out once, it can really help them in their future. When I grabbed Roger by the shirt, I saw a young boy who just needed some help. So I took him in and helped him. Langston Hughes did a good job with the story, advising teens that stealing isn't the answer to everything. So thank you again for this award.
Woo!
Yes!
Oh, yes!
Go! Chicka, 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 chicka! Yay!
And that's it. That's it.
Oh, we did it!